Well, take a look at these beautiful flowers that they have over here. Right in the middle of downtown Chicago. It is rainy and foggy and the absolute wrong kind of day to do the adventure that we are doing today. Well, hello there, and welcome to a not so beautiful day for an adventure. Today's adventure brings us to Chicago, downtown Chi-Town, and we are gonna go all the way to the very top of the Willis Tower today, formerly known as the Sears Tower. And I always remember thinking how cool it would be to go up on the top of that structure, and today we are going to do it. I don't know how much we're going to see. As you can tell, it's very foggy and rainy outside, but I can't pick the weather when I booked the trip, so we're going to check it out. If you are brand new to this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to another edition of Tommy Travels. It's Tommy Travels. Come on with me, you guys. Let's go see what there is to see. Here we have a sign pointing us in the right direction, and it says Skydeck is the highest observation deck in the United States. And in case you're wondering, the view that we are going to be observing will be from 103 floors up. Holy cow. And so this is what you could expect the view to look like on a clear day all across Chicago. Here's this lady enjoying the view. So I wonder what we're going to be able to see today. And here is the entrance to this massive, massive structure. And it looks like today is going to be an adventure where we will definitely have our head in the clouds. So we came in from those doors over there by the street, came down the stairs. Look at this awesome setup they have down here, complete with a water feature. A mesmerizing water feature. You know I love that. But they've got all sorts of little bakeries and coffee shops and all sorts of fun stuff around here. It's like give you kind of a 360. Joe and the Juice. If you are thirsty for some juice, that's the place to go right there. Joe and the Juice. And to get to the Skydeck, to go way on top, it starts with going down a couple of escalators over here. Going down the escalator, they have a sushi bar. There's a Shake Shack over there, a brown bag, do-right donut chicken. And then down even some more escalators. And the ticket booth is right down this way. I was already told that I could switch the tickets for another day if I wanted to, or I could just go right up. Well, I don't have another day to do this, so we're just gonna go up and see nothing. But that's all right. So we have made it through security, and now we're entering the exhibit. What makes Chicago, Chicago? Beautiful view of the city right there. And then here's some information about Fort Dearborn. 1803, that is Fort Dearborn right there. This is where it began, with this U.S. Army fort, built at the mouth of the Chicago River to push trade and settlement into Native American lands. And then there's the Great Chicago Fire from 1871. This massive fire destroyed roughly a third of the downtown Chicago, yet from the ashes the city was quick to recover and rebuild. And in 1893, there was the World's Columbian Exposition. This World's Fair kind of put Chicago on the map for being a modern city for visitors from around the world. Its infamous White City pavilions highlighted remarkable industrial progress and innovation only 20 years after the Great Chicago Fire. Here you can see horse-drawn carriages, horse-drawn carriage, but then up here you can see a train, and you can hear the sounds of the trains. This is really cool. I did not know this adventure was going to include all of this cool history. Raising Chicago. Look at the skyline here. Drugs, medicines, paint and oil. Printing. Cover page. Fireman's insurance over here. What happens when your city sits on a swampy ground? In the 1850s, the whole city blocks of downtown Chicago were manually hoisted up 5 to 10 feet in order to run sewage pipes that would drain waste and prevent flooding. I did not know that. Very interesting. Uh-oh, we have now stepped into O'Leary's barn. And there's the famous cow that kicked the lantern that started the fire. On October 8th, 1871, Catherine O'Leary was in her barn when her cow kicked over a lantern, starting a dramatic fire that quickly spread. While the actual origin of the fire was never determined, severe drought and heat, high winds, and mostly wooden structures contributed to Chicago going up in flames. So it may not have been this cow here. Just may not have been, but it sure is fun to blame him. Here's some work depicting Chicago schools. Look at these 3D models. Sullivan Center, this building's steel frame is covered in Sullivan's signature iron ornamentation inspired by Midwestern plant life. Very cool. Looks like we're going to step into an immersive experience here. Let her go. On January 2nd, 1900, the last dam holding back the river was broken. Looks like we have water flowing all around us. There's some water right there. And of course, there's the Chicago L. Chicago's elevated train system began running in 1892. Look at these old cars, the old history of the building. The L train carries more than 700,000 riders daily, giving them one-of-a-kind views from above as they pass through Chicago's diverse patchwork of neighborhoods. Here's a view from kind of underneath the L. I got to drive through areas like this last time I was here in Chicago when I went to the aquarium. I was right around in this area. And then here's some of modern Chicago. James M. Niederlander Theater. Chicago skyline. It's like looking right out the window here. Got some good views without even going up to the top yet. Look at that. It looks like they're walking on water over here. Very beautiful. This is a very beautiful city, that is for sure. And another view of some of Chicago's fine architecture. And look at this huge screen TV showing some of it. The Wrigley Building, the pioneer of skyscrapers for over a century. Wow. The Tribune Tower, Chicago Tribune Tower, look at that. It's like a work of art right there. This says lightning strikes the Willis Tower anywhere from 50 to 100 times per year. Look at that. Wow. And it is safely grounded every time. That is good to know. Here's a 3D model of the Willis Tower. Absolutely gorgeous. Here are some cool stats. Wind sway, typical sway is 6 inches that it moves back and forth. For cables, 68,000 miles, which would be 3 circles around the earth. Floor space, 101 football fields. Weight, 222,500 tons, which would be 1,348 blue whales. Height, 1,450 feet, which would be 223 Michael Jordans. Absolutely cool. And then they have another little model here. The building was completed in 1973. This building was commissioned by retail giant Sears Roebuck and Company in 1969. At the height of its success running a shopping empire, its impressive 110 floors were constructed in just over 3 years by 2,000 workers using 76,000 tons of steel and over 16,000 windows. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh, they have a ledge that you can climb out on. Look at that. Then you can peek over the city. That is amazing. And then coming down the hall here, look at this display. This is like if you're standing on top of the Willis building. Look at the view that you would have on a clear day. This is kind of cool. There's probably photos like this all over Instagram. What an amazing view that is. Holy cow. That is so awesome. Even though we're not going to be able to see anything upstairs, I'm so glad that I still decided to do this today. I was debating, but there's so much cool information here. And here's some information about the L trains again, and look at this. We can walk onto an L train and have the experience. Look at this. Cool lighting going on in here. You can actually take a seat at one of the chairs here and experience what it would be like to see the scenery going by. Look at that. So there's Chinatown going by us. I love the psychedelic lighting on the ceiling here. All different colors. Wrigley Field. Look at that. You can see all the fans over here.
Fulton Market will be next stop.
Fulton Market. Wow, I could sit here and do this pretty much all afternoon. And you can actually feel vibration and rumbling in the seats. Magnificent Mile. You can take a whole tour of Chicago right from this very spot right here in the Willis Tower. You actually kind of feel like you're moving if you look out the window like that. You really feel like you're on an L train here. And then in this area, we can find out about Chicago style menu. And of course, first on the list, Chicago style hot dogs. And you can see there's no ketchup on that hot dog. They're very serious about that here. Of course, Chicago style deep dish pizza, steakhouse, Italian beef, fried chicken, Chicago style barbecue. Lots of great dishes here. And look at this. We have a whole deep dish pizza over here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. It's actually just one slice of pizza, but because of the mirrors, it makes it look like a whole huge pizza. That is a cool effect. And now we enter the sounds of Chicago. There's a whole bunch of bars that you can go to. Redhead Piano Bar, Blue Chicago. There's all of the locations. There's Grant Park, Pritzker Pavilion, House of Blues, right there. Andy's Jazz Club. Look at those guys. They're serious jazz musicians right there, you can tell. And here are some Chicago legends. First of all, of course, if you're the president and you're from a city, you're probably a legend. So there's the Obamas, and of course, Michael Jordan, MJ, the GOAT, greatest of all time. And then of course, look who it is, the one and only Oprah Winfrey, right here from Chicago. And a lot of people from Saturday Night Live came from right here, Second City in Chicago. And this gives you an experience where you too can stand in front of the microphone and perform for, well, nobody, I guess, today. Not the busiest day here in Chicago. Oh, but look, they've got a TV playing a little bit of, oh look, George Wendt. Oh my gosh.
We need the first line.
Suggestion of an opening line of dialogue.
That is so cool.
An opening line of dialogue. Shout out.
Oh, Chris Farley. That is awesome.
First line of dialogue.
They all start from a first line of dialogue.
We're going to take a couple of suggestions.
I tell ya, I don't get no respect, I tell ya. I went to put on my underwear this morning. The Fruit of the Loom guys started giggling. Oh, great to be here at Second City.
Thank you. And so then we have some Chicago landmarks, like the Blackhawks, the Sox, and the Bears. And take a look at this photo op right here. That is pretty sweet. And then we have Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Boy, look at this. And the Bean. All the clouds. This place is awesome. And here they show some murals of Chicago. From the Bears to this one on Harrison Street. This one is the Four Seasons on Chase Tower Plaza. And I believe that is the hotel that I'm staying at today. What a fun museum that was. But now it is time to go enter the actual Skydeck. So we came from over here, and now we're just waiting for our next elevator to come and bring us all the way up to the top.
Get 6 feet away.
And here we go on the Skydeck. Moving on up.
Welcome to the Skydeck. You're on your way to the top of the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Along the way, you can watch as we pass by some of the tallest buildings, monuments, and structures in the world. You're riding up this 1,450-foot modern model of one of the tower's 104 elevator cars. Your trip to the Skydeck will only take about a minute. That means your elevator is traveling at a speed of more than 24 feet per second.
Wow.
The tower opened its doors in 1973 and held the title of the world's tallest building for 25 years. The west antenna reaches 1,730 feet above the Chicago streets. We're now passing 850 feet in San Francisco's Transamerica
Oh, I could
Pyramid,
feel my ears pop,
970
actually.
feet in the Yokohama Landmark Tower, Japan's tallest building.
This is
1,062
crazy.
feet in Paris's stunning Eiffel Tower.
Oh my gosh.
The Bank of China Tower in
Look
Hong
at that.
Kong.
That's how fast the floors are going up.
50 feet in the Empire State
$97,
Building in New York.
$99, 100.
And now we're here, 103
Wow.
stories up. Welcome to the top.
Unreal. So we have now made it to the top of the building where my ears are still popping. And take a look at this view. Isn't that spectacular? As we already knew, there's not much of a view up here today, but look at this. We are right now putting our feet here. You are standing where Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan were iconically filmed in Ferris Bueller's Day Off in 1986. Very spot right here. That's kind of cool. And here we go, out onto the ledge. This would be extremely cool if we could see anything.
Welcome to the Skydeck.
Thank you.
This is a very secure glass shot with anything. People can get jump on here as much as they want to, you know, it's pretty fun.
Okay.
We have a camera up here as well for the greatest perspective, you know.
Oh, okay. And here we go, heading back down. I love watching this counter.
Thanks for visiting the Skydeck. We hope you enjoyed your time at the top and the best view of Chicago and beyond. The 1,450-foot tower has been a Chicago landmark and an American icon since it was completed in 1973. When your visit ends, you can take your Skydeck
I'll get
members
it.
home with you. There's a photo station just outside the elevator with great shots of your Skydeck visit. And take a piece of Chicago home too. Our gift...
And of course we exit through the gift shop where they have all sorts of shirts and jackets, hats, puzzles. Look at that puzzle you could get. 1,000 pieces right there. They have coasters, but what I always get is magnets. Look at that. That's going to be one for me and one for my good buddy Robert. Well, as you guys know, I always like to end these things on a water feature. Did you think I wouldn't? There's just nothing but foggy windows upstairs. That would have been a cool ending too. But I still had a great time at this museum. I'd had no idea that all this stuff was in here. Got some coins in the fountain here for good luck. I think I'm gonna throw one in. I'm going on a Route 66 adventure. This is a great way to start it out. And so let's throw a quarter in here just for good luck on my trip. Hopefully that'll do something for me. Maybe the arch will be better weather when I get to St. Louis. And so, if you guys liked what you did see today, go ahead and hit like on my YouTube channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit subscribe and the little bell notification next to it so you can be the first to know when a new adventure comes out. Thank you all so much for all of the support that you've given me so far, and until next time, I hope to catch you on the flip side.